Hey, how are you? Um, First off, what I'd like you to do is read the description of this video. If you have to pause it, go ahead and pause it, read that fully. Okay, welcome back. Now, in order to participate in the Advanced Self Hypnosis training, you must have, as it's been 7 days now, you must have seen Volume 1 of the Basic Self Hypnosis Technique. Okay, you have to have watched that at least once, getting the light switch established, and then practicing it the past 7 days, 10 times each day, 1 time listening, 1 time a day for the last 7 days, listening to the Volume 2. If you haven't done that, you can stay tuned until I get done with the Raffle update, which I'm going to be doing until we reach our goal, or my goal, but it's your goal, because what I'm getting is for your benefit. So, alright, and let's talk about the raffle. As of now, December 17th, 2013, I have received 4 donations, which I don't know if you can see there in the bag. You can see the 4 pieces of paper. This is one of them. Okay. I have received 4 donations. And out of those 4, I've gotten $132. And that's going toward my goal of $650. So as of now, as of 8:37 a.m., December 13th, 2013, we need $538 to go. And again, that's if you want to, and it's a donation. And for those who have given, I thank you very much. You know who you are. And I appreciate it. And like I said, it only goes back toward you, as I will have the advanced certificate training, which it's just going back to you. Also, we're going to be doing that live raffle drawing from this handmade deck that I made. And you get a nice manuscript. It's 5 pages long. Comes with a routine and so on. It is very easy deck to use. So you're going to be getting this and this. And also in here, there is a surprise in here too. So you'll be getting that again. The money is only going towards something good. And if you read the description, it will take you back to the raffle video. There I explain, and I even give you the PayPal address, the address of the course that I need to take the testing to get the certification, and so on. I am certified by another organization, but it's not as good. And so from this point on, every video I make, I'm going to mention my raffle and where we are and how much we need in order to achieve that goal, as it's only fair that you be kept in the loop about that. And I will also mention it in every description until through your kind donations, I get that amount of money, and I take that test and get the advanced certification. And, you know, I do the raffle drawing and get in touch with the person whose name I've drawn out on how to get this quality deck of cards and the manuscript. This took me about 3 or 4 hours to make because I had to figure out how to put this on here and everything. And you'll be getting a deck of cards plus the autograph joker. And like I said, thanks for the 4 donations in the amount of $132 so far. We just need the 538 to go to reach the 650 goal. Again, thank you. All right. The Advanced Self Hypnosis. I'm going to show you how to give yourself suggestions. You know where you tell yourself, I am going to go into deep self-hypnosis for X amount of time. You raise and lower your right index finger, okay? You shut your eyes, and in your mind you just shut that light switch to the off position. Now, if you want to give yourself suggestions, here is how to do it. You write it down on a card, okay? You write it down on a card, and it has to be very easy. 1-2 sentences at the most. You never work on more than one thing at a time, because that scatters the energy and it weakens the suggestion. And you also state things in the positive, like, I control my temper very well daily. That's how you would write it. The way you wouldn't write it is, I need help controlling my temper. Or, I don't control my temper well, I need help controlling it. It uses negative words. And when talking to the subconscious, because the subconscious part of us is like that of an 8-year-old, you have to be very simple and very literal when giving yourself a suggestion. And now, if you were to put yourself in hypnosis, this should just drop to the side of the floor, because if it doesn't, you're not doing it right. Because when that light switch gets turned off, all the electrical impulses that make your body move, make your body work, must be shut down, or in the basic training, you haven't done it right, and I would encourage you to go over that. But it would just be, and this here, I'm just going to show you how it would look. It would just be like this. This, it's a piece of paper, nothing important. It drops to the floor. Okay? But what you do is you read it to yourself slowly 3 times, whatever it is that you have written. Okay? You read it to yourself 3 times slowly. Do the finger drop, eyes closed, eye switch being shut off technique. And then, and whatever you do, people do this, they try to help the suggestion, but don't think about anything. Now, sometimes you might see words of the suggestion. That's okay, because that's penetrating into your deep recesses of your subconscious mind. But do not help it, because you're just going to foul it up. Like I said, we always have thoughts. We always have thoughts. But as long as we're not making the thoughts, it's okay. So I would read this to myself 3 times. You know, I'd set it down, whatever. I would say I'm going into deep self-hypnosis for however long that I can do it. I would raise and lower my right index finger. I would then from there shut my eyes and turn my light switch off. Okay. So now you know how to do suggestive therapy so that you're your own client. Isn't that cool? All right. Now, advanced self-hypnosis. That is where we put another notch on your light switch because there's a down. That's where your muscles are totally shut off and you literally cannot move a muscle. Like if I say, try to lift a hand, you cannot do it, or try to speak or open your eyes. You literally cannot do it. That's important. Okay, you literally cannot do it. You can't do it. Because then your light switch would still be on. But with this, we put it into a middle position. Okay? So that way, you're still deeply, deeply hypnotized, but your eyes are able to open, and you're able to move around. A lot of people, when in eyes open self-hypnosis, they will take their classes that way, and a lot of them, when they immerse themselves, which I'm going to show you how to do, they'll forget what's been said, but when they go to take the test, they'll put themselves into eyes open self-hypnosis, because your eyes being open or shut doesn't have anything to do with how deep into hypnosis you are, as long as you have shut your eyes and have gone to a deep position, and then afterwards you can open your eyes. Because Jerry Kein, he often, after doing the induction deepener and testing for depth, he'll often have them open their eyes, and he will do the hypnosis session like that. Because the eyes open, if done right, should not have any harmful effects. But anyway, they will put themselves in eyes open self-hypnosis. And again, it's not one of those light states. It's a very deep state. They will find that all that information just comes out. They'll pass their test. A lot of good hypnotists will put themselves into deep hypnosis, and it helps them pick up on the cues of other people, and it also intuitively and instinctively just lets the words roll right off the tongue for that client. He taught his brother, who is a lawyer, and every time his brother gives a closing, he will drop himself into that deep self-hypnosis, but with the eyes open, and give his closing. And, you know, his success rate just went through the roof in winning his cases for his clients. So it's a very powerful technique. It's good for pain control. That's why I said, you know, it can save your life, God forbid. You know, you can put yourself into eyes open self-hypnosis and say, like, if it's for birthing, from the breast downward to the knees, it's going to be numb. So then they will drop into hypnosis and then emerge themselves as far as their eyes being open. Their eyes will open, being in deep eyes open self-hypnosis, and they can dance, move around, and have their baby with no discomfort. Again, always check with your doctor. And this is how we get into it. And you do not have to put a time limit on this, but those of you who do not know how to do self-hypnosis shouldn't be watching this anyway. It's going to be way over your head because of not having the training and seeing the first 2 videos on it. But everyone now, say you're going to go into self-hypnosis, raise and lower your right index finger and shut your light switch off. Go ahead and do that now. That's right. Deep, deep hypnosis. And isn't it cool how it's like night and day, how you can be alert, but yet go to this instant deep level within just a couple of seconds. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, I want you to imagine looking at your light switch that is now in the down position, and imagine that there is a middle spot or a center spot that's between the down position and the up position. Now, in a moment, and only when I say so, you are going to move that light switch into the middle position. That way, though you're going to be in extremely deep self-hypnosis, you'll be able to open your eyes, you'll be able to move, you'll be able to speak, and so on. And you've gotten that middle slot there. Okay, when I count to 3, and 3 only, you're going to move your light switch from the down position to the center position, but you're still going to keep your eyes shut until I have you open them. Okay? So, go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. Put it to the middle position, still with eyes open. And you can move around a little bit, and you'll see that it still hasn't affected your state of deep self-hypnosis. Now, go ahead and open your eyes. Isn't that good? You can move and everything. You can talk. You can do everything that you normally could, but you're in a state of deep, deep, deep relaxation. Isn't that good? Okay. And when I count to 3, I'm going to have you emerge yourself. And this is how you emerge yourself from the advanced eyes open self-hypnosis. You have to move your light switch down first. It always has to go down first. And then you count to 3 to yourself in your mind, and then you turn the light switch all the way back on. So, 1, 2, 3. That's right. Back in the down position. Counting to 3 and turning it all the way back on and coming back up. Welcome back. And that's the basic principle of eyes open deep self-hypnosis. If I were there in person and if I were to give you a nice firm pinch when you're in eyes open deep self-hypnosis, you would not be able to feel it. Even like it back in the old days, they used to, for hypnotic testing, because you have a natural state of anesthesia, you should be able to push a hat pin through the skin part of your arm, and it won't even bruise because of the blood vessels and so on. So let's say you fell and you hurt your arm bad. What you would do, because if the paramedics come, they don't want you to be like this, not moving at all. What you would do, you'd say, I'm going into deep, eyes open self-hypnosis, but my right arm will be nice and numb. So from there, after saying that, you would raise and lower your right index finger, close your eyes. You would shut your switch all the way off and then put it to the middle position. Then you would open your eyes and you'd be right in that exact same state, being able to move, talk, but having numbed up your arm. And this is how they teach it in hypnobirthing. Alright? So put yourself in deep hypnosis, eyes shut. Nice and deep. Had to shut I forgot about my alarm clock. But as I've always suggested, and as I suggest, that noise only brings you deeper and doesn't bother you. And now we are going to go, since you are in the off position, we are going to go into eyes open deep self-hypnosis. But this time you're only going to be able to move from the neck up. That means you can talk, you can move your neck, and so on. So go ahead and put the light switch from the down position to the middle position. Go ahead, open your eyes. And now, if you have done this right, if you've done all the training, I'm going to ask you to move your right arm. And if you can move your right arm, you haven't done it correctly. So just try to move your right arm. Stop trying. And try to move your left leg. Stop trying. Alright, shut your eyes and put your light switch all the way down. Now I want you to count to 3 and put it all the way up. Nice, welcome back. And those are the different states. Actually, it's the same state. It's just you can open your eyes and you can move unless given suggestions otherwise. And that's the Advanced Self Hypnosis, the Advanced Deep Self Hypnosis. It's none of that just lightly relaxed stuff, but the deeply, deeply relaxed stuff, but being able to talk and move around and so on. Because self-hypnosis is not practical unless you can get into it and out of it in less than 30 seconds. It's not practical, because who has the time to go into a dark room and be there for 20 minutes? Yes, I did have you do that for the first week. That was to reinforce the basic self-hypnosis, which you still do. But just practice for the next 7 days, going in and going out of eyes open self-hypnosis. Thank you, and remember the raffle. You have the chance to win this awesome deck of cards. Like I said, there's 4 donations so far, and we have $532 to go. Any amount you give is well welcomed and well received. And like I said, you know, I do these for you, and just your positive comments are enough. It's just right now, it would be very good to get the Advanced Hypnosis certification, which in turn obviously goes right back to you. So a lot of it depends on how good a work you'd like me to be able to do, and how advanced. And I don't say that to like a guilt trip, but that's the honest to God truth. So I want to thank you so much, and thanks to those who have donated already. You know, it says and it shows a lot. And those who aren't able to, that's okay. I still respect you. You know, there's no problems there, because there's people who just don't have money. And I understand that probably more than anyone. So, all right. And again, if you want to know more about the raffle, just push the link or go to the video before this. And like I said, I'll be sharing about the raffle with all the videos that I make until I reach that goal of $650, which is a lot of money, hence why I'm being a little more aggressive in asking for donations, which took me quite a while to think about doing, because I never want to lose respect from anyone. All right. I thank you all, and practice this for a week. If you need to go over this, you can watch it again. But it's very basic, very simple. All right. Thank you, and God bless.